There's a general trend. We try to outreach in our communities, meeting practical needs, but then for a short way of saying it, we then have the secularisation of our Christian ministries, and then we take the government funding, which comes with the conditions, until we reach a point where most of our Christian ministries, to reach into the community meeting needs, you're not even allowed to mention Christ or to pray. Can you just share, you've alluded to this in what you've shared, but can you just share any quick thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think once you start engaging with government bodies and finance is involved, then you can continue to serve the community, but you've got to define that we're serving the community, but we're not going to back off on our Christian values and faith and belief. And so you almost need to ring fence that, so that you're not using that money to preach the gospel or to engage, but you're using that money to meet the need. But then alongside that, we are building relationship with these people, and we do recognize that in the end, we will encourage them. We would like to pray with them, but we may not be allowed to do that in that space, but we would encourage them to join our church community and be part of that. I think once you start going to government bodies for funding, you really need to be very wise. And we've seen this in spaces and places. There's a neighborhood program in Coventry where they give £300,000 a year for the church to be good neighbors to the lonely and isolated in their homes. And we do an amazing job. They employ volunteers, they employ 3 staff, paid for by the government. It's run by the churches in that city. But the clear distinction is we will do this. We will serve those lonely. We will be good neighbors. But you need to understand what these people need is community, and the community that we would want them to engage to. We are the church community. We would encourage that, but we'd want them to be in any community that they need to be a part of so that they're not isolated and alone. But we are the church. So we will encourage them to join a local church community or a local luncheon club or something that's happening in the community. But we will serve the council being good neighbors. You'll fund us to do that. But then when these people say they have real needs, we will encourage them to join a community. And that is defined in the briefing for the grants. So that is clearly stated so that everyone knows this is who we're serving. The council know, they give the money. We're the best at it. We are amazing at it. And we've seen people come to faith and they love what we do, but they know that's who we are. We can't deny who we are. And so if you want us to serve you in that way, we will serve you. We're not going to just only work with those that you want us to work with. We work with everyone. No faith and none, everyone. But we know the real need and we'll respond to that.
Yeah, thank you. That's a great input into an important conversation.